Hello, my name is Alena Valles. I'm 17 years old and I go to Elyria High School. I go to the Parkwood and Hope Community Seventh-day Adventist Church. I want to thank you guys for joining us tonight at our broadcast. Our presenter this evening will be Pastor Steven Valles, and we'll be talking about physical health. Pastor Steven, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Love to. Thank you so much, Alena, for being a part of this. And I think it's awesome that we're doing this. I'm a pastor in this Allegheny West Conference of Seventh-day Adventists. I have the privilege of pastoring the Parkwood Seventh-day Adventist Church in Toledo, Ohio, and also the Solon Seventh-day Adventist Church, which is now known as the Hope Community Seventh-day Adventist Church here in Solon, Ohio. I've been pastoring for about 30 years, and I'm the father of 5 kids, and I'm excited about life and health, and it's awesome that we're doing it. Thank Pastor Ridley for allowing us to, come on and do this together. And you're my daughter. How about that?
All right. How did you become involved in fitness?
I was at Mount Vernon Academy, and Coach Phil Garber was the PE teacher, and he had us running every day. Every day you're running. And I used to hate it. And then we would go and do calisthenics, push-ups, sit-ups, but we were running around a horse track at the outside of it. And actually it started to feel good. I was like, I think I like this. And then one morning, some of our buddies, my buddies at Mount Vernon said, let's go run at the football field at 5 o'clock in the morning. So I was like, okay, I'll go. And it was cool. So I started enjoying running, push-ups, sit-ups, and just stuff like that, staying in shape. Of course, I like to play basketball. Pastor Ridley will tell you about that later on, but I like to play several sports, and I noticed that if I took care of myself, I had more fun when I was engaged in the sports. Yeah.
How often do you work out?
About 4 times a week, sometimes 5 times a week.
Where do you work out at?
I go to Planet Fitness, and there is a Metro Park not far from Planet Fitness in Elyria, where we live. And so I'll go there, I'll run to the Metro Park, then run back to Planet Fitness, and then do strength training after that. So that's what I do.
Do I need workout equipment to have a successful workout?
No way. All you need to do is make sure you stretch and get a plan, kind of like an idea of what you want to do. And you can do push-ups, sit-ups, you could do lunges, you could do squats, all kinds of things. But the key, Alena, is just doing something that you enjoy. Because if you don't want to do it the next time.
How long should I work out and how often each week?
Good question. That depends. I think you should always start off a little slow. Just ease into it, maybe 5 minutes. Then maybe the next time, 6 minutes. Next time, 5 minutes again. The idea is to just enjoy what you're doing, right? Mm-hmm. And then you said how often? That depends on your schedule. You're a student, I'm a pastor, we got lives, right? So I would think that the goal is to maybe no less than every other day. Depending on what you're doing, do it every day if you can.
How can I stay committed to a workout routine?
Good question. I have found having a partner helps a lot. Having a partner that you can do it video-wise or what have you. That's one way. Another way is to write down what you're doing. When you write it down, you're able to see, man, look at all these weeks. I have an app on my watch called the Nike Running Club, and they didn't pay me to say this, of course, because they don't even know who I am. But they actually have coaches that will speak to you while you're running if you choose this type of run on your phone or what have you. But that kind of thing. And then at the end of the run, they'll say, great job. And a lot of times I'm waiting at the end of the run and they don't say anything. They just let you go. But no, seriously, tracking it, having a partner, and also getting an app that will show you your progress. That really helps out a lot. Yeah.
How do you balance working out with a busy schedule, like being a student or?
Yeah. It's a matter about of priorities and having a organized schedule. So it's called a routine. So to balance it, you would make sure that you have a set time, of course, each day. And that's where the fun comes in, because sometimes your buddies want to do things. You're like, well, why don't you join me? I'm working out. You're what? You're working out? I'm working out. Yeah. But having a set schedule makes a big difference. Again, the goal is maybe about 20. You start off slow, of course, like we talked about, but then you're looking at maybe increasing, and the next thing you know, you're at maybe a half an hour, and that's when you have to get kind of careful about how you do your time. Always make sure you leave room for cleaning up, like if you got to go to class or something like that, quickly take a shower or something or what have you. But just kind of organize your time.
Do you notice a difference in how you physically feel on days that you work out and days you don't?
Pretty much. Yeah, like yesterday I didn't have a workout and I felt kind of slow. Today I'm due for one. I'm going to include what we do here today as a part of my workout. But whenever I enjoy a workout, I feel energized. I actually even feel a little closer to God. A lot of times when I'm running, I'm in nature and I'm actually praying, but it's just fun. You know, the goal is whatever you do, make sure you are enjoying yourself. That's the key.
And what would you say is the most important part of your workouts?
The beginning and the end. The Nike Running Club never talks about a finish line. They always talk about a starting line. And I can remember it was Sunday morning, this past Sunday. I was tying my shoes, getting ready to go out for the run, and I was like, you don't want to go. You just. But then that's the moment to decide. So I just said, well, go. Just go. So the most important part is, of course, at my age, is warming up. You don't want to start off real fast and then you injure yourself. I've done that before. And then the other idea is ending. Don't worry about the time. Don't worry about the minutes and the what they call splits when you're running miles and stuff. You don't worry about that. You just make sure that you do finish, and then you feel real good. You feel real good about yourself, and you feel good about what God gave you to be able to enjoy this thing. This thing we call our body is made to do stuff. So yeah. So I would say stretching and starting out, and then make sure with God's help you finish. Now I will be honest with you. I remember when I had caught COVID and I was running, and I felt like I was getting toward the end of the run, and I was like, I just want to die. I couldn't hardly breathe. I didn't know I had it, but then I realized what was going on. So I didn't finish that run too good.
Thank you for your great answers. Do you mind showing us a short routine that we could possibly do at home?
I'd be glad to. Take care, Alena. Well, one of the things that some of you like to do are jumping jacks, but one of the cool things about jumping jacks is it's one of the best warm-ups. So let's start off with a couple of those right about now. And if you don't mind, I'm going to take my glasses off because I don't want them to fall on the ground. But by the way, I want to say this. Remember, the key is doing something that you enjoy doing. It could be boxing. It could be punching a bag. It could be karate, anything. The goal is that you want to enjoy yourself, but you do kind of want to get your heart rate up. What I mean by that is where you're trying to catch your breath a little bit, not where you're trying to, kill yourself, but breaking the sweat, getting your heart rate up, check your pulse. And if it's going a little bit fast, you're in the right ballpark. So let's try that real quick. Let's start off with jumping jacks. And I mean, seriously, or jump rope, but let's do it. 1. Oh, I'm sorry. How rude of me. Won't you join me? Come on, let's do this together. You ready? Start like this. We're gonna go 1. Everybody knows how to do a jumping jack. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's 10. Did you notice that as I counted, I don't know if you noticed this, I was exhaling. Earlier, Alena asked me what was one of the best parts, or one of the most important parts about exercise, and that was breathing. You want to make sure that you're in through your nose, out through your mouth. That always helps a lot. So let's try it again. Ready? How about 12 this time? Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. Some of you want to keep going, right? Now, remember, at the beginning of a workout, you may feel like you want to keep going, but hold yourself back a little bit. Save that burst for the last part, okay? Now, that's a good way to start out. Another one is just trunk twists like this. Just kind of loosening up a bit. One of the key things that you want to remember is that when you're stretching, there are 2 kinds of stretches. One is the stretch you do at the beginning of your workout. The other stretch you do is, of course, at the end of the workout. Well, why should you stretch at the end of the workout? If you know anything about that, what that does is it brings the blood back to those tissues and the muscles, and it replenishes them, okay? So let's do something else. How about your favorite? How about push-ups? Yeah. Push-ups, let me ask you a question. What do you think push-ups are most important for? In other words, what set of muscles do push-ups contribute to when you're thinking about getting stronger? Well, we would automatically think the chest, right? Yes, that's true. But more importantly, as Pastor Ridley would tell you, it's the core. The core. The core is the most important part. All right, so you warmed up a little bit. So again, reasonable goal. Let's start off with, let's say, 7 push-ups. All right? Are we doing okay? This is the way it should be. And you should try to be as level as possible. And again, you exhale on the lift. So let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. How'd that feel? Was that pretty good? Now, I've never done anything like this before in terms of being videotaped for this, but we do this all the time at Camp Adena. So we're always trying to stay in shape. All right, so that's going to strengthen the core. The idea, by the way, I forgot to mention this, is that you want to do at least 3 sets. What do you mean by 3 sets? Well, we did 10 jumping jacks, then we did 12. So I would do 3 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 12. We did 7 push-ups. I would do 3 sets of 7 or 10. There are some of you all out there that are in the neighborhood of 20 push-ups or 25 or more. But the goal is try to do at least 3 sets, okay? All right, so let's try another one. It's called the crunch or the sit-up, all right? Now, of course, that's all about the core. Now, again, these are things you can do at home. Let me ask you a question. Would you ever be dissatisfied with not doing a workout? No, you would be, and I would be dissatisfied if I didn't do a workout. And the idea again is to just doing something consistent every day. You know, the Bible does tell us that our bodies are the temple of God. So we want to take care of the temple, make sure it looks good, make sure that it's in good condition. So let's go with the crunches right now. Are you ready? Normally, I would have somebody to hold my feet. Are you down? Thank you so much, Alena. Now, when you're holding the person's feet, you want to hold their feet right there in the ankle area, not pushing their feet down actually. Thank you. So hands behind and I always like to have this a little bit bent like that so that it will put a right here. Ooh, ooh, I feel that. Yeah, let's go. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How do you feel? You like that? Thank you so much, Alena. That's not hard to do. If you don't have a partner, you can probably find maybe underneath a bed or a couch or something like that, something that can help anchor your feet. Whew, catching my breath. All right, so here's another good one. Arm rotations. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 that way, and then 10 reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's one way, all right? Then another good one is the actual squat, okay, where you, like that, 1, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you get the idea, 8, 9, 10. I gotta tell you, when you're doing squats like that, you want to squeeze your bottom, okay? You want to tighten your bottom when you stand up, because that is what the exercise is designed to do, is to strengthen this part of the core of your body. Now, we talked about push-ups earlier, but you know, there's all kinds of ways to do push-ups. We did the regular push-ups. We're going to do what we call a diamond. That's the close, when your hands are close together. All right, so let's try that. Now think about this. All this that you and I have just done, you can incorporate that into an easy 20-minute workout and feel good and get stronger every day. All right. Remember, every time you exercise, when you start, or rather when you're done, you're a better version of the person that started that workout every time. Okay. All right. So let's do this. Close diamond push-ups. So we got a diamond right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Always, 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 when the workout is done, you want to make sure that you cool down, where you relax. You deserve it. And that's, of course, again, a little bit of stretching and things of that nature. One thing you can do is this exercise, this stretch right here, that helps those. And this one here, same thing on the other side. Another good one is you find yourself a wall, put your hand against the wall, and then you don't move your hand. This hand won't move, but you keep moving yourself back, and that will stretch out your deltoids and your quads in your chest. One of the things that you want to always, thank you, Alena. One of the things you always want to keep in mind is you are what you put inside of yourself. Now, if this was Kool-Aid or Sprite, that's not going to work. It's water. So make sure that you drink plenty of water. Make sure you eat those things that are going to give you strength. I was talking to a student earlier today, and you know what he had? He took some candy. And I said, have you had your breakfast? And he said, this is my breakfast. I said, what are you talking about? So make sure you take care of your body. What goes in is what's going to come out. Finally, whatever you do, in everything that you do, don't do it for your glory, but do it to give God credit. Thank you so much for allowing Alena and I to be a part of this video today, Pastor, and also Mr. Gershom. God bless you and have fun. Remember, enjoy your workout.